against Sharon Mutual Tologa. Canton's in the white. They lead 41-30. Sharon Mutual's in the red. The girls' game is immediately following this. You can see them when we go back down to the other side of the court. I know some of you have been waiting for a while, so I wanted to go ahead and start the stream. Good afternoon, Carlton fans. Getting ready for the start of this game. This is going to be Turpin against Canton. These two teams have not played this year. Not sure the last time they would have come in contact with each other. So it could be a while back. The winner of this game will play in the championship of the Buffalo tournament tomorrow. A little bit about the two teams before the starting lineups. Cardinals come in with a 13-2 record, knocking on the door of the rankings. Rankings for Class A have not been updated since the second week of January. So not sure exactly where the Lady Cardinals do sit. But the OSAA rankings site does not have a current ranking for us. Canton comes in 8-8. They've played a fairly tough schedule, so it's tough to get a bead on exactly where they are. We don't have any common opponents other than Beaver. They played Beaver yesterday and won to get into this side of the bracket to play us. Cardinals, as you know, 13-2. The only losses on the year are against Hooker. Hooker ranked number 5 in Class 2A. Sitting there in 2A with only one loss. Lady Cardinals with an impressive resume so far on the year, with some wins over teams that are ranked from 2A all the way down into Class B. Looking to add to that resume today with a win over the Canton Tigers. I guess it'd be the Lady Tigers. Turpin's lining up in the white uniforms. Canton's in the orange. Entering the court for the Cardinals, you've got the 5 seniors. Callie Jones, Allison Weber is getting ready to tip. Rosetta Keno, whose back is to us. Riley Leonard in the back court, and Jenna Buller in the front court. Tip goes for the Lady Tigers. Right off the bat, Paige Robinson's got the ball up top. Lady Cardinals are in their man-to-man. And the Lady Tigers throw the ball away. First possession in the tip. Doesn't do any good for Canton. Here come the Lady Cardinals. Leonard brings it into the front court. She's got it up top, kicking it around. Jones has it on the edge. Back to Leonard. Looks like Canton's in a 1-2-2. Weber out to Aquino. Aquino, long three, and it's in. Lady Cardinals take the first lead of the game. 10 seconds into the game. 3-0. Steal. Jones has it. Puts up the layup. It's off. Lady Cardinals press already showing that it can do damage against this Canton Tigers transition offense. Robinson drives in. A missed shot is rebounded by Jones. Aquino's got it, bringing it down. Lady Cardinals down the court in a hurry. Aquino sets up, gets it out to Leonard in the corner. She looks inside for Buller, who's posting up. Weber's at the high post. Jones drives in toward the baseline, stops. Back to Aquino. She's open, but she'll give it out to Leonard, who's wide open, and he'll take that three. And it's off the glass and in. 2 quick threes for the Lady Cardinals. The Tigers are going to take a timeout to talk about it. Coach Patrick Rich, the coach for the Canton Tigers. Coach Small to talk it over with the Lady Cardinals. 30-second timeout, and right off the bat, Canton has to make some adjustments. Good sign for the Lady Cardinals here. I'm not sure at this point of the year if they'd rather have a challenging game or have a blowout that they can walk into the championship easily. Big wins are always fun for the fans because we get to see everybody play. But the players, especially the starters, might like to see this one get a little bit challenging. I don't know if Canton has it in them, but we'll find out. They get ready to re-enter the court. Lady Tigers in the orange are going to try to inbound it this time. On the floor for the Canton Lady Tigers, number 2, Aubrey Cheney. Number 10, Amaya Littlejohn. Number 13, Madison Raw. 20, Paige Robinson, who's got the ball working against Jones. And Blair Dowell, number 21. Lady Tigers pick it up, look for a drive down the lane. Robinson's able to split the defense. and gets a nice layup. 6-2, Lady Cardinals lead. Opening minutes of this Buffalo tournament winners bracket game. Buller and Weber working on the sides of the post. Back across the court to Jones. She looks for an opening. Starts to go baseline, out to Weber. Weber's opening up, and she'll make it another three. Lady Cardinals are dropping bombs from behind the three-point line. They're going to call that one a 2. Lady Cardinals up 8-2. Robinson bringing it down against Leonard. Jones helps stop her, and in the pass. Now we'll have another drive in. Double team, Buller and Jones. Forced the missed shot. Jones has the rebound. Buller went down hoping for a charge call. The Canton Tigers are standing behind their team. Makes it a little difficult to see over on that sideline. Missed shot. Robinson's got it for the Tigers, working against Weber. She drives and kicks it out in the corner. 3-point shots up. Brims out. Leonard's got it. Down the floor they go. Fast break for the Cardinals. Aquino inside to Jones. Little too deep and she loses control of the ball. Robinson's got it. Robinson so far has had her hands on the ball a lot for the Tigers. Up top is Little John. Out on the edge to Robinson. She drives in. Tries to draw contact for a foul with Leonard. Leonard's still in set. Robinson's able to hit a nice running shot. Goes in, and the Tigers trail by 4. Lady Cardinals up 8-4. It's in the baseline, back out. Up top to Leonard now. Backside to Jones. Jones sees an opening. Back up to Leonard, into the high post. Aquino wide open. Let's see if we can make it 4. First miss for the Cardinals from behind the three-point line. Aquino gets her own rebound, drives in, and gets fouled as she's putting up the shot. That foul will be the first one against Canton and the first of the game. That's Madison Raw picking up the foul for the Tigers. Aquino goes to the line, shooting 2. She makes the first. It's 9-4 now. Lady Cardinals leading by 5. Still in the first half of the first quarter in this game. Yesterday, Lady Cardinals came out, jumped all over Sharon Mutual Tologa. Had a 22-point first quarter. They've come out quick with the long shot so far. That miss, rebounded by the Tigers, but Leonard steals the pass and an extra possession for the Cardinals. Aquino up top, high post to Weber. Weber kicks it out to Leonard. She's open, but Jones has got it. Jones with that quick trigger 3. She'll dump it in, and now it's 12-4. Lady Cardinals up by 8. Little John throws it into Raw. Little John's up top, working against Weber. Little John coming down the side, gets a little bit of an opening. Leonard helps stop her, and a long 3. Tigers try to answer the long-range shooting of the Cardinals, not able to do so. That miss, rebounded by the Cardinals. Aquino back to Leonard. She's open. Let's have Aquino take another shot. Nope, she'll kick it around. Jones has it. They'll go ahead and defend Jones quicker this time. Tigers starting to pay more attention to the three-point line. Leaves Buller open for a baseline shot. It's off the rim. Little John's got it. Working against Weber. Lady Cardinals in full court man defense here. Weber. Little bit too much contact there. She and Little John had a little bit of gamesmanship going on between them. Weber comes on over and gives her the body and will draw the foul. First foul for Weber. Abby Buller comes in relief of her sister, and Shelby Moses comes in relief of Allison Weber. Coach Schmaltz digging into the bench depth already. He'll roll them in and roll them out quickly. Lady Cardinals with the benefit of plenty of players here. Leonard sets up and draws the charge. Little John thought she had an opening. Leonard stepped in front of it. The Lady Cardinals ready to go for that kind of play. Helped herd Little John right into the potential charge. And the referees acknowledged that Leonard was set up for it. Aquino coming down into the front court. Lady Cardinals set up. Tigers still in that 1-2-2 zone. They're flexing quite a bit on it. Aquino's open. They may have to work on how much they're flexing. That's now the 4th long-range shot for the Lady Cardinals. 15-4 they lead. 3 3-pointers and another one with a toe on the line. The story so far in the game, Lady Cardinals defense. Leonard goes for another one. This time they're going to say she wasn't there soon enough, and she'll draw the blocking foul. Second foul on the Lady Cardinals, each team with 2. Leonard's got 1, Weber's got 1. Going to the line will be Robinson. Robinson hits the first. Sorry, it's Robinson, not Robinson. Robinson sets up for the second. She hits it. Cardinals have the ball inbounds. Leonard comes down. Cardinals set up the offense. Jones back to Leonard. Jones on the edge. They find Moses down, but she kicks it out to Leonard for the long three. Rare miss for the Cardinals, but Moses with the follow and the putback. 17 points now. Lady Cardinals all over the Tigers here, and Leonard steals the inbound pass. Jones has it. Jones works against the Tiger defense. Aquino's got it. She sees an opening. Tries to split the defenders and draws the foul on the Lady Tigers. Third team foul on the Tigers. This one's going to go on Aubrey Cheney. It's her first. So 2-3 is the foul situation. Lady Cardinals have the ball. Just under 3 minutes remaining. They are just going to town here on the scoring. Moses with a deep inside shot, puts it up high on the glass, just barely off target. Tigers have it. And Robinson, nice little two-man game there. She finds Cheney, and they put 2 points into the bucket. 17-8. Tigers trying to hang with the Cardinals' high-scoring offense in this first quarter. Inside they go. Moses has it, hits Buller, driving down through the lane. Buller puts up a quick shot. She gets fouled in the process. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Tigers. You get the feeling here the Tigers are holding on just by a little bit of those Tiger claws. Lady Cardinals here all over them in the early part of the game. Buller puts up her first free throw and misses it. Barron's going to come in for Jones. So now we're 8 deep into the Cardinal bench in the first 6 minutes of the game. Buller puts in her second free throw, and now it's 18-8. Yesterday they put up 22. Looks like they're on pace for more than that here. Lady Cardinals scoring almost at will against the Tigers. Robinson gets another opening, gets in deep into the Cardinal defense. The lone offensive weapon so far for the Tigers has been Robinson and her penetration into the defense. Cardinals have to figure out what to do with that. Robinson goes to the line again. This foul is on Aquino. It's her first. Third foul on Turpin. Robinson missed her first. The boys team serenades Robinson. She puts up the second free throw. Maybe that helped her miss. Might have been a little bit of distraction. We'll credit the guys with a little bit of help on the defense there. Cardinals come away with the rebound, and Leonard's got it out on the edge. Leonard tries to clear some space, and she's going to get called for an offensive foul. Young lady appears to be a bit shaken up. That's Cheney on the other end of the contact. Jones will come back in for Leonard. And Tigers will inbound. Turnover off that foul. 14 foul on the Lady Cardinals. Littlejohn's got it, tries to drive in, kicks it out into the corner. Jones got a steal. Fast break for the Cardinals. Jones in deep, kicks it to Buller. A little bit too much traffic there. It bounces off some legs. Robinson ends up with the steal. Robinson gets hung up, kicks it into the corner. Drive down the baseline, gets stopped. Robinson's got it now. She'll pull up for a jumper, and it falls. High bounce off the back of the rim, falls for Robinson. 10th point for the Tigers as they try to hang with the Cardinals. Cardinals scoring is broken down just a little bit here. Couple of turnovers. Buller's got it, looking inside for Moses. Tigers defense there, up to the task. Barron's called for 3 seconds in the lane. Tigers will have it. Cardinals ratcheting up the full court defense. Sticking close in their man-to-man. Robinson looks down the court, unable to find anybody. Throws it into Littlejohn. Robinson's got it now, going against Jones. Finds an opening. Comes towards the lane. Tries to pass it out to the wing, and Moses has it. Here's Jones. Cardinals on the fast break. They've been able to convert on the fast breaks, but they've been great behind the line. Weber tries to put in another one. Barrett gets the rebound off Weber's miss and puts in a follow. 20 points now. 2 games in a row, Cardinals have put up 20 in the first quarter. Canton on the year, their high point total was just before this tournament against Sharon Mutual Tologa. They put up 62. Cardinals have been over 60 regularly this season. So if it becomes a scoring challenge, the Cardinals look to be in good shape. Barrett with a short shot misses it. And it looks like the Cardinal total will stay at 20. Jones defends Robinson's shot. Looked like she got a piece of it. And Robinson puts in the buzzer beater three-pointer. So Canton, after being down early, big to the Lady Cardinals, comes back strong and ends up with a flurry of points to pull within 5 of the Lady Cardinals. 20-15 at the end of the first quarter. Looked like we were standing on the edge of a blowout, and then the Tigers put together a string of points to pull back within 5, and we've got a game getting ready to go into the second quarter. One thing of note, very little substitution so far for the Tigers. Lady Cardinals have already rolled through the entire top 8 of their lineup and bench, coming in and out quickly, using the depth. So if this becomes a war of attrition, it looks to stand on the side of the Lady Cardinals. Possession arrow is in Turpin's favor. Coming onto the floor are 4 of the seniors: Leonard, Aquino, Jones, and Weber, along with Abby Buller. Lady Cardinals are in the white. Canton is in the orange. Leonard inbounds to Aquino, and here come the Lady Cardinals. Opening possession of the second quarter. Jones in the corner. Leonard, Weber high post. Canton has switched to a 2-3. Jones with a long three-pointer from the corner goes over the rim. Littlejohn's got the rebound, comes down in a hurry. Tries for an opening, kicks it into the corner. Long three for the Tigers. They haven't hit one so far other than the buzzer beater by Robinson. But the rebound on the backside stays with the Tigers. Littlejohn kicks it in the corner again after the drive. Then tries to post up. She's got the ball in the lane. She won't challenge Aquino. But another three-pointer. This time Aquino's got the rebound in front of Littlejohn. She gets it out quick. Jones and Buller have beat the defense down the floor. Assist from Jones. Buller was there and puts in the nice short jumper off the glass. 22-15 now. Lady Cardinals up by 7. Leonard defending Littlejohn on the sideline. Littlejohn's up top. Jones defending Robinson pretty tough. Robinson had been a big part of the offense for the Tigers. Robinson again drives in. Nice little pass. That one goes to Whiteman, who'd come in. Aquino's got it up top. Here come the Lady Cardinals, leading by 5. Aquino wide open for a 3. She'll put it up. It's off a little bit, but Jones is there. Puts it up and gets fouled in the process. Jones will go to the line shooting 2. This foul's going to be on Whiteman. That's Elise Whiteman, a sophomore, number 12. There's another Whiteman on the team, Kiana Whiteman, number 11. We have not seen her yet. Jones misses the first. Whiteman will come out. Coming back in is Cheney. Jones puts it up and in. Lady Cardinals lead 23-17. 6-point lead here. Littlejohn down the floor in a hurry. They're trying to get ahead of the Cardinal defense. And Abby Buller catches up and makes them pay. Knocks the ball out of bounds on the deflection. Tigers will bring it in from the baseline. Second timeout taken by the Lady Tigers. Coach Rich sees something there that he wants to take care of. You're scoring in the first quarter. I'd said Robinson, the big part of the game. She's got 9 so far for Canton. For the Cardinals in the first quarter, Aquino had 7. Callie Jones with 4. Abby Buller and Leonard both with 3. Moses, Weber, and Barrett with 2 apiece to round out the Cardinals scoring. So if the Cardinals can figure out what to do with Robinson and Littlejohn so far, they seem to be the biggest part of the offense. The driving and penetration by Robinson, Littlejohn helping out with the ball handling, and the others just trying to set up to take the benefit of double teams and openings that are created by Robinson's driving. Lady Cardinals defense so far has been tremendous on this year. I'm sure that there's enough combinations possible that Coach Schmaltz will be able to find somebody who'll be able to hang with Robinson. You don't get the feeling the game is in danger. Long three-pointer there is good. Abby Buller challenged, but the corner shot was wide open. 23-20, Tigers hanging around. Causing some drama here in this second game of the Buffalo tournament for the Lady Cardinals. Aquino's got it up top, drives in, splits the defense, and gets the layup to fall. 25-20, Lady Cardinals lead. Buller steals the inbounds pass, knocks it to Jones. We've got Littlejohn's down. They got the ball up the court, but then it got stolen again. Buller tries throwing it to Jones, and ball gets knocked away again. Lady Cardinals had a 4-on-1, and it got knocked away. Littlejohn looks a little bit woozy. She and Buller might have knocked heads. Leonard's got it out on the edge. Buller's posting up, but Weber's open at the high post. Puts up the shot. Littlejohn's open on the backside. No Cardinal rebounders there. Littlejohn now working against Jones. Littlejohn drive in. Leonard tries to take the drive, and tries to take the charge, and she does. Second time that Leonard has drawn a charge. Lady Cardinals very ready for penetration into the lane like that. You'll see them often setting up for it and just hurting the ball handler right into their teammate. Jones has the ball in the corner. Aquino up top. Jones and Aquino pass the ball back and forth. Jenna Buller came back into the game for Leonard. Aquino over to Jones. Back to Aquino. Back to Jones. Back to Aquino. They're making the Tigers defense move. Probing for weaknesses, looking for openings. Jones out in the corner. Up to Aquino. Aquino looking out to Buller. Wide open for the long three. Off the rim it goes. Weber tips it, but it's going to go out of bounds. There's nobody there to receive that tip. Littlejohn looks like she's still struggling a little bit. She and Abby Bullard had that contact a couple of possessions ago, and she looks to still be feeling the effects of it. Littlejohn's got the ball, working against Weber, comes down the sideline. Abby Buller sets up, helps stop her, but Littlejohn with a nice floater over Buller drops the shot into the goal, and it's 22-25, the Tigers trailing the Cardinals. Lady Cardinals putting in the work here, but the shots aren't falling like they did early in the first quarter when they were hitting all those long open threes and shots. Aquino will do some work here, though. Get into the high post on a drive, put up a little floater, and it goes in. 27-22 now. With that, Aquino gets into double digits. She's got 11 leading the Cardinals and all scorers. Shot gets rebounded by Weber. Aquino's got it, looks down the floor. Jones is open. Quick trigger three. Off the back of the rim. Buller tips it. Tries to get it to Littlejohn, and Aquino and Littlejohn both scramble for an open ball. It'll go out of bounds. No foul called on it. And Barrett's going to come in for Weber. On the floor in the white for the Cardinals. Aquino, Jones, Abby Buller, Jenna Buller, and Brianna Barrett. Jones and Aquino up top, over to Buller in the corner. Her sister working down in the low post. They haven't hit the low post in a while, but they'll go for it there. Buller with a little bit too much of an opening, and Robinson's going to go over the back trying to block a shot. Jenna Buller will get to shoot two. That's already the 7th foul on the Canton Lady Tigers. So the Cardinals will be in the bonus the rest of the way out in this half. Sending Buller to the line's a dangerous proposition. She puts in the first of the 2 free throws, gets ready for her second. The foul situation for the Tigers. Cheney's got 2, and Littlejohn's got 2. Robinson's only got 1. Buller hit the second free throw. Jones with a steal, puts up a quick shot. It's off. Barrett tries to get to it. Jenna Buller tries coming in. Wrong place at the wrong time, and Buller ends up drawing a foul. She goes for a loose ball. There's a Canton player right there. Too much contact, and it's Buller's first. 15th foul on the Lady Cardinals. First on Buller. Moses is going to come in relief of Abby Buller. Robinson inbounds it. Robinson's got it, working against Jones. She gets a bit of opening and sprints down the court. Splits past Aquino. And 2 points for the Tigers. Again, Robinson keeping the Tigers in the game. It's a 5-point lead. Jenna Buller puts up the long shot, just a little bit off. Lady Cardinals unable to hit the long shots in this quarter after just hitting on all cylinders in the first. Littlejohn working against Jones. Cardinals in the man-to-man still. Dead ball, and everybody tightens up. Robinson's got the ball in the corner, working against Jones. Now there's Littlejohn. Drives inside. She puts in a layup. They're going to say it can't. Somebody got called for a foul. They're going to say it's Shelby Moses on Littlejohn's drive and apparently on the shot. So Littlejohn gets the shot to fall. That puts the Canton Tigers within 3. 29-26, Lady Cardinals lead. After the 20-point first quarter, they stacked another 9 on top of it to get to 29, but that's a little bit slower pace, and the Tigers are starting to pick up the pace on their scoring. Now both teams are in the bonus. Lady Cardinals with 16 fouls. Oh, nice pass there. Moses hits Barrett in the middle of the lane. Barrett converts the layup. 31-26. Lady Cardinals lead by 5. 2.5 to go in the first half. Littlejohn's got the ball. Lady Cardinals backing off the man-to-man defense just a little bit, giving a little more room. Maybe a strategic move here to try to react to the Tigers' drives. Littlejohn gets an opening, misses her shot. They get a follow, but Buller ends up with the rebound. Tigers try to snap the defense in place to do a full court and end up deflecting the ball out of bounds. So Aquino will throw it in. Jenna Buller moves to the guard. 3 senior guards, Aquino, Jones, and Buller. At the post, Barrett and Moses. Barrett with a nice jumper. The assist from Buller. The nice open shot gets sank by Barrett. 7-point lead now for the Lady Cardinals. 33-26. Robinson drives inside. She's had enough of those double teams from the Cardinals. She kicks it out. Now it's Littlejohn's turn. She's working against Barrett. Same thing. The Cardinals react well to the drive. Long shot from the corner. Rebounded by Buller. Here comes Aquino. Aquino into the front court. Jones to Aquino. Back and forth they go. Backsides Buller. Wide open. Jumper from Buller. Bounces around on the rim. Touches the top of the backboard. And doesn't fall. Lady Cardinals struggling from the outside in the quarter. Tigers will walk this one up. Little change in strategy here. The Tigers have been trying to hurry up to get the ball into the front court on the previous possessions. This time, they take their time. Littlejohn's got it and worse. Moses, though, steps in front of a pass, tries to get it to Barrett. Ball ends up deflecting off a Tiger out of bounds, but there's a little bit of contact. We'll see what the call is. And it's going to be Cardinals ball on the sideline. Some substitutions for the Tigers. Lady Cardinals have the ball. Aquino up top. Jones and Buller still in as the guard. There's Moses. Tries to drive in. Robinson, really nice job on the defense. Pokes the ball away from Moses. Out in the corner. Wide open. 3-pointers off. Aquino's got the rebound. The Tigers changed up with the Cardinals started laying off just a little bit and giving more room. The Tigers started going the long shots, and they've been unlucky on them so far. Lady Cardinals are not, though. Barrett gets down deep into the Tiger defense and puts up a shot, misses it, but then puts up the follow and gets fouled in the process. Tigers fans not happy about it. But Barrett goes to the line, shooting 2. She makes the first. That's Madison Raw picking up her second, 18 foul on the Tigers. A lot of fouls called in the game, and 3 of the Tigers starters already have 2 apiece. If this remains a close game, that'll be a big factor, or potentially it could be. Little John gets the rebound off Barrett's second free throw. Cardinals up by 8, down to 22 seconds left to go in the half. Robinson works against Buller. Jones comes over to harass her a little bit, and she gets rid of it to Little John. She got the ball up top. Tigers trying to work for a last possession, or last shot on this possession. Robinson takes a long 3. They're not going to say it got tipped. They're going to say she just missed it that badly. Buller would have liked to get credit for the block, but the referees aren't going to say that it was a deflection. Abby Buller comes in along with her sister. Long pass from Jones gets deflected and stolen, but no problem there. It's the end of the first half. Lady Cardinals exit the court, leading 34-26 as we get ready to start the second half after a halftime and getting to see the Lady Cardinal cheerleaders. I'll go ahead and give you point totals now before we take a little bit of a break. For the Tigers, foul trouble, potentially. Cheney, Little John, and Raw with 2 apiece. Every one of the starters with at least 1. Whiteman and Robinson. Blair Dowell, the lone starter without a foul. Robinson with 11. She had 9 in the first quarter. Only 1 more bucket as the Cardinals adjusted their defense. Raw picking up 4. Little John with 6. And Cheney with the lone other bucket. Sienna Bates, who had come in, number 23, also picked up 3 points for the Tigers. For the Cardinals, as you watch the cheerleaders, Aquino, the leader in the scoring for the Lady Cardinals with 11. Barrett's got 7 coming off the bench. Abby Buller and Riley Leonard each have 3. Moses Weber and Jenna Buller have 2, and Callie Jones with 4. So the Lady Tigers have done a good job taking away the long-distance shooting of the Cardinals. We'll give them credit on the defense for the misses. But uncharacteristically, the Cardinals struggling a bit from outside the three-point line. The foul trouble's no issue. The Cardinals picked up 6 fouls in that first half, but only Leonard has 2. Shelby Moses, Allison Weber, Jenna Buller, and Aquino each have 1. Now, the winner of the game will play tomorrow at 5:30 for the championship of this Buffalo tournament. First time the Cardinals have been here in quite a while, and so far they're making really good on their return to the tournament. 5:30 will be the championship game for the girls tomorrow. Hopefully our girls will be playing in it. They'll play the winner of a game between Moreland and Fargo Gage Fort Supply. Our guys play immediately following this game, and they'll be playing Fargo Gage Fort Supply. They played the first game of the season, and Cardinals led most of the way and lost on a last-second shot. So the Cardinals getting the chance to have some revenge here. Cardinals, the higher-seeded team. They've had a good season, climbing into the winning record with yesterday's win over Beaver. If they win tonight, they'll play in the championship game at 6:45 tomorrow against the winner of the Moreland and Buffalo game that's coming up later tonight. So, interesting tournament so far. Things are going Cardinals' way, but we'd sure love to see more points on the board for us and fewer for the Lady Tigers. But so far, we're sitting comfortably in the lead without any significant foul issues. I'll go ahead and take a couple of minutes of break. Good time to hit the restroom or grab a snack, and we'll be back in 5 minutes to start the second half. Getting ready to start second half. Lady Cardinals come out onto the floor. The 5 seniors return. They started the game. They'll start the second half as well. In the white for the Cardinals, Leonard up on the ball. Callie Jones and Aquino also out on the wings. Buller and Weber also out. Leonard gets a steal. Transition by the Cardinals. Pass into Callie Jones, and it gets blocked and out of bounds. The ball goes. But it's out on the Tigers. Lady Cardinals will retain possession. They set up overloaded on the left side. Pass into Jones. She's got the quick trigger ready, but she'll pass it off to Leonard instead. Back to Jones it goes. Cardinals looking at the double posts on that side. To the backside, they go to Aquino. She starts to dribble in, gives it to Jones. Tigers look to be in a 2-3 zone here, reacting quickly and guarding the three-point line more than we've seen an opponent on the Lady Cardinals in quite a while. It worked in the first half. They held the Cardinals to 34, if you can consider that low scoring. A 20-point first quarter and a 14-point second quarter. They short-circuit the Cardinals' possession here, and Lady Tigers have the ball. Trailing by 8, Little John looks to drive into the lane. She's stopped by Weber, and Weber's going to get the foul as Little John swings through with the ball. Weber will get called for the foul. Little John's got the ball. Weber's up on her in the corner. Little John working against Weber. Lady Cardinals in a zone, but extending it all the way out to the line, to the three-point line, that is. Little John picks it up, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson drives in. She gets a shot going past Buller, but unable to convert. Cardinals defense holds. Not quite sure who came down with the rebound, but Leonard's got the ball into the front court. Aquino in the corner. Looking. Weber at the low post, Buller at the high. Jones cross court back to Aquino. Up top to Leonard. Jones out on the side. Starts to go baseline. They're working the Lady Tigers defense quite a bit here. Weber goes up. A lot of contact, but not enough for a whistle. I guess they'll say that was just a blocked shot. The Tigers get the rebound and come down the other way. Robinson's got it. Weber goes for the steal. Littlejohn's able to recover and hold on to it. Robinson with the long three. She hit a buzzer beater, and that may look to be an exception here. That was a lone three-pointer. Littlejohn goes down hard trying for a rebound. Falls on her left wrist. Comes up hard. Comes up holding that wrist and looking like she's in a little bit of pain. Lady Cardinals have it after the turnover. Leonard out to Weber on the edge. Aquino posting up. Then shuffle the deck. Weber sneaks in behind a screen from Buller. We'll say she was posting up, not a screen necessarily. Weber unable to hit the baseline jumper. Tigers come away with the rebound. Cardinals trying a couple of things here on offense to shake things up. Littlejohn works against Weber and hands the ball off. Robinson back with the ball. She was the big scorer for the Tigers in the first half. We got an official timeout. Littlejohn apparently is injured enough she's going to be unable to continue. So an official timeout is taken. That's a little bit odd. Usually the coach takes the timeout on a play like that, or they wait till a dead ball, but the official took the timeout. Strange goings here, but the Tigers will go ahead and inbound the ball. Hopefully Littlejohn's okay. She's talking to an assistant coach or a trainer on the sideline just out of camera view. Robinson tries to go in, loses the ball. Tigers retain possession. Tigers are just trying to hold on and stay in this game. Robinson drives in, and a couple of Cardinals pounce on that ball and draw a jump. Possession arrows Lady Cardinals' favor. 5 minutes left in the third. The pace is slowed a bit. Lady Cardinals holding on to that 8-point lead. Into the corner. Jones back to Leonard. Back to Jones. Back to Leonard. Leonard into the high post to Buller. A little bit of deflection, but they retain possession. Jones in the other corner now. Aquino. Buller working hard in the low post. They try to go the high post to Weber, and Aquino's now open for a three after all that work. She misses it. Cardinals unable to get the rebound. Tigers will be bringing it down. Lady Cardinals stretching out the defense. Looks like they're into a man-to-man here. Ball's up at the point. Driving in. Now it's Raw out holding out the ball. Dead ball. Aquino defends against Cheney. Cheney ends up with it, though. Cheney's got the ball up top. Cheney working against Jones now. Gets it out to Dowell. Dowell to Robinson. Robinson up top against Aquino. Finds an opening. Drives in against Buller. Huge amount of contact. Two players go down, but no whistle. Only one foul called so far in this half after plenty of action on the whistle in the first. Buller and Weber and Jones will come out. Shelby Moses, Brianna Barrett, Abby Buller will come in. Coach Schmaltz digging into the bench. We've gone 8 deep so far on this game. We'll see if the depth becomes a factor as the game continues. Up top it goes to Cheney. Cheney picks it up. Looking for an opening. Lady Cardinals defense denying everything. Robinson, though, finally gets it. Goes into a double team between Barrett and Buller. And the referees will call a foul now. This one's going to be on Abby Buller. Robinson's going to get the chance to shoot 2. Second team foul on the Lady Cardinals. Robinson, the main scorer for the Tigers and main offensive weapon in this game for the Tigers, goes to the line and adds to her total. That gives her 12 and leads all scorers. Robinson puts up the second and makes it. She's now got 13 to lead all scorers. With Littlejohn on the bench, it's pretty much Robinson. And so if the Cardinals can handle her, they should be in safe territory. The Tigers here have a lot of fight, though. They're certainly not giving up. Aquino drives in. She'll get the shot to fall. She'll get the points. It'll make it 36-28, and she'll get to go to the line. First foul of the half on the Tigers goes against Robinson. That's her second. That now makes 4 starters for the Tigers with 2 fouls apiece. Lady Cardinals sitting pretty in the foul situation, that is. Aquino misses her chance at the three-point play, and Robinson brings the ball down for the Tigers after the rebound. Kicks it out on the edge for Cheney. Cheney working against Buller. Cheney challenges. Robinson ends up with it. Barrett and Buller switch. Now it's Buller against Robinson. Robinson drives in, gets past Moses. Moses set up, trying to draw that charge. Robinson sees it now, goes around it, and gets a bucket to fall. 6-point lead for the Cardinals. Leonard's got it up on the wing. Aquino in the corner. She's open, but not for long. Now Moses has it. Barrett tries to drive in, and Moses tries to hit her, and they lose the ball in the connection. Robinson comes away with it. Lady Cardinals just a little bit out of sync right now on offense. Ball's up top. Aquino on the defense. Out on the edge now is Bates. Robinson's got it. She'll drive, of course. Works against Aquino. Contact, but the shot gets missed, and the Cardinals with the rebound. Leonard's got it out on the wing. Moses is setting up inside. Leonard's open on the edge. Bounce pass back up to the point to Aquino. Now Buller. Buller's open. Now baseline for Leonard. Leonard with the jumper from the baseline. Tries for it from the short corner. The rebound. Tigers try to save it and save it right back to Barrett. It ends up in Aquino's hands for a wide open three. She misses, but Moses gets the follow and puts it in. 8-point lead again for the Cardinals. So Tigers doing everything they can. Cardinals just have too many weapons. Even when they're struggling, Tigers just can't eat into that lead. It's staying at about 6-8. Moses tries for the steal and gets it. Fast break. She'll go up for the layup, and it's in. 10-point lead now. Moses puts the Cardinals up in double digits for the first time since early in the game. 40-30, just over a minute left in the third. Tigers hanging around, doing what they can to stay in this game. Lady Cardinals, with all these weapons, eventually are going to find something to click. Buller's up top on Bates. Hands it off to Dowell. Now it's back up top to Cheney. Over on the edge, over to Bates again. Bates working against Buller. Cardinals defense working well, and then Robinson finds an opening. Leonard's not going to let her have that layup. Leonard goes for the block, knocks the ball clearly out of bounds, but there's contact on the shot, and Robinson will get the chance to go to the line and add to her 15 points. Robinson puts it up and in. 16 points now for Robinson. Jones and Weber will come in. Coach Schmaltz rotating players in and out. On the floor now in the white for the Cardinals. Abby Buller in the back court. In the front court, you've got Barrett and Weber down low. Jones and Moses also in. 50 seconds left. Robinson makes both to roll it back to 8 points. Cardinals struggling to extend this lead. Jones has it, won't take the jumper. She's open for the three, but won't take it. Tigers defense has tightened up considerably. They're struggling, or the Cardinals are struggling to pile up too many points. Holding a lead, not giving it away, but just unable to extend that lead. Buller in the corner. Drives in baseline, tries to put in a little pass to Moses. It gets knocked away. Whoops. The Cardinals offense continues its struggles since the first quarter. Tigers defense certainly has had something to say about that. Weber knocks the ball out of bounds. The inbounds pass was coming in towards the post. Weber got a clean look at it and knocked it right out. Robinson will inbounds it from under the bucket, though. This could be dangerous for the Cardinals. Leading by 8. Tigers trying to eat into that lead right before the end of the quarter. Robinson gets the ball in the post and tries to go up. Lady Cardinals block it, though. Buller on the fast break with Barrett. Buller gives it to Barrett for a nice little layup. Barrett puts it in, and the Cardinals end the quarter up by 10. So a lot of scrambling in that quarter. Kind of an odd quarter. Not much being called on the officiating as far as fouls goes. 3 fouls for the Lady Cardinals, only 1 for the Tigers. Your point totals now through 3. Lizette Aquino's got 13. Barrett's got 9. Moses has 6. Jones has 4. Leonard and Abby Buller have 3. And Weber and Jenna Buller have 2. As far as foul troubles go, Leonard's got 3. Allison Weber's got 2. Abby Buller, Jenna Buller, Shelby Moses, and Lizette Aquino each have 1. So the Cardinals, other than Leonard, are sitting pretty as far as the fouls go for the Tigers as they come into the stretch run of this fourth quarter. Robinson leading all scorers with 15. Littlejohn with 6, but she's on the bench now with whatever the injury is. Raw has 4, and Cheney has 2. And Sienna Bates with 3 finishes out the scoring for them. Robinson has 17. As far as fouls go, though, they've got 4 starters with 2 fouls apiece. Cheney, Littlejohn, Raw, and Robinson. Littlejohn back into the game. She's got her wrist taped. Apparently that fall earlier in the game is causing her enough discomfort that she's going to have to be taped up. Glad to see her back out on the court. Hope she'll be okay in the long run. Long shot. No good. Littlejohn sneaks in and ties up Jones. Possession arrow, though, goes to the Cardinals. 42-32. Cardinals lead. On the floor in the white uniforms for the Lady Cardinals. Barrett and Moses down low. Abby Buller out on the wing with the ball. Jones up top at the point, and Weber in the backside wing. Moses back over now to Weber. Quick ball movement by the Cardinals here. Maybe a new strategy. A couple of cross-court passes. They're really making this zone move for the Tigers. Miller's got it. Surveys the defense. Back up to Jones it goes. Now Buller looks inside. A little bit of contact there. Not enough to be called. Cardinals have to chase the ball down. Buller tries for an entry pass to Barrett. A little too high. Barrett unable to handle it, and it goes out of bounds. So miscue by the Lady Cardinals. Let's see if the Lady Tigers can do something with it. Hopefully they can't. Littlejohn's got it up top. Lady Cardinals have switched up the defense. They've gone to a zone. Looks like an extended version of a 2-1-2. The Tigers have shown no ability so far to hit threes other than one play, and the defense immediately plays off. Buller's got it. Barrett Jones now on the backside. Looks for the jumper. Buller's got the miss. Up to Moses. And Moses gets fouled at the high post. So the defensive shift by the Cardinals immediately pays off. A steal and quick transition opportunity. Unable to convert. Offensive struggles continuing a little bit here. If you call 42 points through 3/4 struggles. Buller's got it up top. Weber and Buller pass it back and forth. Buller takes a look. Couple of screens open it up for her. She takes a short jumper and misses it. Barrett unable to get the rebound. Robinson gets it, though, and here's Littlejohn up top. Tape on the hand and all. She's still playing point for the Tigers. Robinson with a long 3. No dice. Barrett knocks it out before the Tigers can get the rebound. And we got a timeout. We'll see who called this one. Called by Canton. So Coach Rich takes another timeout. That's either 3 or 4 timeouts that have been used. They don't have it on the scoreboard here. And here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Well, if this zone is what it takes to short circuit Robinson, then that'll be enough to easily win this game. Cardinals already with a 10-point lead, but over half of the Tigers' points have been by Robinson. She's got 17 of their 32. So if the Cardinals can adjust and take her out of the game, and a shift to a zone certainly makes it a little tougher to drive. Robinson was taking advantage of the man-to-man matchups, and so this zone might be a move to try and take that away from the Tigers' offense. Tigers will be inbounding it from underneath the bucket. That's Robinson holding on to it. Over that fingertips of Moses. Littlejohn with a long shot. No danger of that going in. Not even the rim gets touched. And Tigers will reset their offense. Littlejohn up top. Out on the wing. Back up top to Littlejohn into Robinson. Robinson at the high post. Interesting idea by the Tigers there to get the ball in Robinson's hands more. And a long three is good. So the Tigers called a bluff of the Cardinals, and Cheney hits a long three. That pulls them within 7, 35-42. They trailed the Cardinals. Cardinals have never trailed in this game. Still holding on to a 7-point lead. Buller and Weber pass it back and forth. Moses at the high post, and Jones, quick three. She'll miss that one. Barrett and Buller trying to haul it in. They're going to say that Barrett tipped it out. So far, the breaks aren't going the Cardinals' way. Every one of those tips going out of bounds is off a player in the white jersey. A couple of Cardinal seniors come back in. That's Leonard and Aquino. In for Barrett and Weber. Littlejohn up top working against Jones and Leonard. Buller knocks the pass away like she's blocking a shot. Robinson will have it from underneath the bucket. In she throws it to Cheney. Littlejohn's up top. Tigers needing an offensive weapon here. Robinson trying to be that weapon at the high post. Cheney tries to set up for another long three. Littlejohn will think about taking that shot. Cheney, though, will go ahead and take a long three. She misses this one, but they tip the rebound right back to her. And we got a foul called on Jones. So the long rebound gets contact by Jones. So that's the 4th team foul on the Cardinals. They lead 42-35. Tigers inbound it back to Littlejohn. Robinson again setting up at the high post. You get the feeling the Tigers are trying to find some sort of mismatch here against this zone. Cheney, Littlejohn, and Robinson, the only ones really touching the ball. There's Cheney, another long three for her. Off the back of the rim, and Aquino fighting it out. Trying to get position against Dowell. And apparently Aquino's going to get called for a foul as the two are jockeying for the ball. Not quite sure what happened there, but the referee saw enough contact to call it. Timeout here. Cardinals will use a timeout to regroup and figure out how to adjust against this Tigers defense. Tigers are giving the Cardinals a game here, doing just enough to stay close. They don't appear to have the weapons to be able to take the game away from the Cardinals, but the Cardinals struggling to put them away. Cardinals get some strategy information from the sideline. Come back into the game, waiting for the Tigers to re-enter the court in their orange uniforms. Robinson will throw it back in, and we get a new look for an inbounds play from the Tigers. Littlejohn's got it out on the edge, tries to give it back to Robinson. Robinson and Littlejohn playing a little bit of a two-man game here. Littlejohn working against Leonard. Goes over Robinson's screen. Robinson's got it back. Aquino's on her. Cardinals will switch back to a man-to-man. They get an inside shot attempt, but Buller's there. Makes her think twice. Littlejohn trying to drive. Tigers offense moving well here, trying to find openings. Cardinals defend it well, though. And Moses doesn't give Robinson an inch. and causes the miss, and the rebound goes to the Lady Cardinals. Jones has it up top. Aquino backside. Starts to drive, picks it up. Back to Jones. Cardinals reset the offense. Jones up top over to Leonard now. So the Cardinals switch sides. Moses has an opening, drives down the lane. Contact not enough to be called this way. Lady Tigers sitting on only 2 fouls called against them the entire second half. Little John drives the lane and throws up something akin to a shot. And they're going to say it got tipped. Well, one referee says it's tipped, but it's going to be Cardinals ball. Oops, now we're going to have a conference about it. Referee comes in from the backside, and he's going to weigh in. After the conference, it still remains the Cardinals ball. Three minutes to go in the game. Cardinals up by 7, 42-35. On the floor, down here in these crucial minutes, the Cardinals have Leonard Aquino, Abby Buller, Shelby Moses, and Callie Jones. Leonard out on the edge, and they're going to call Buller for 3 seconds in the lane. Earlier in the year, we saw this official, and he will call 3 seconds in the lane. And he will call it, and he will call it, and he will call it again. So, second time so far in this game that has been a violation for the Cardinals. They'll have to make sure that they understand that that can be called and be ready for it. Tigers have the ball up top. They try to throw the ball. Leonard John again in a scrum. Moses gets the ball out and up to Leonard. And we're going to get a foul call on the Tigers, and Little John might be injured again. Third time Little John's been slow to get up after a fall. Cardinals have the ball. Foul got called on Cheney. Third foul on the Tigers. Leonard's got in the corner. Open three. Opened up miss, but Moses has it. Moses can't hold on to it. So much contact here whenever the Cardinals have the ball near the lane. And Tigers are going to, I guess, take a timeout. Tigers will take a timeout. That's got to be at least their fourth. Here's the Cardinal cheerleaders. So here's the situation. 2:20 remains on the clock. Cardinals are leading by 7. They have led the entire game. At times, it looked like it was on the verge of a blowout in the first half. But the Lady Tigers have, with a lot of savvy and with catching some breaks, have managed to stay in this game. They've never got back within 6, but they've managed to hang around, currently sitting at 7. Cardinals unable to stretch the lead to more than 10 in the second half. And the Tigers, with 2:20 left, still have a chance in this game. They haven't shown the ability to make outside shots other than a buzzer beater and one other shot in the entire game. But they've managed to get into the lane and cause a lot of trouble for the Cardinals defense. Aquino causing trouble, deflecting a ball. The Tigers are able to hold on to it. That's been kind of the story of the game. Cardinals will deflect the ball, but the Tigers happen to be in just the right place for it. Give them credit for doing so. Little John drives the lane, puts up a shot and misses it. Little John takes Leonard down. No other way to put it than that. And Little John will get the foul called on her. Barrett comes in for Moses. Now 2:07 left in the game. Third foul on Little John. Leonard was trying for the rebound, and Little John was face-to-face with her and just ran over her. 14th foul on the Tigers. Cardinals kicking it around faster than I can convey it. Aquino ends up with an open three, and she'll hit it. Big shot by the Cardinals senior. And it's a 10-point lead. Double digits for the Cardinals. Maybe they can pull away here. Cardinals back to a man-to-man. Earlier in the game, when this was the case, either Little John or Robinson would drive. Little John drives, and the Cardinals have it. With 90 seconds left, that might be the game. Cardinals here can hold on to it and run clock. Tigers sitting in a zone. They may not realize the state they're in, or maybe they're going to go ahead and let the clock run. Tigers not extending the defense. Maybe that's the case. Aquino's got it up top. 70 seconds left, and now they extend the defense. Leonard holds on to it, gets rid of it to Jones before a 5-second call. Tigers trying to figure out what to do. The coach now calls a different defense, and now they're going to go ahead and get the foul called. Leonard holds on to it long enough to draw the foul as they come in double team her with the contact. That's the 5th team foul on the Tigers. So they've still got 2 more to go. Coach Rich calls something. They try to double team Leonard. She kicks it to Jones. They look down low for Barrett. Barrett holds on to it, then cross courts to Leonard. Back up top to Aquino, and the Cardinals appear to be running the time out of the clock. Aquino mishandles the ball. Little John gets it and goes down for a layup. So miscue by the Cardinals makes it an 8-point game. Leonard's got the ball. Chaney and Little John up top. Little John will foul Aquino. That's only the 16th foul. So Cardinals will inbound the ball one more time. Presumably the Tigers will go ahead and foul here. That's Little John's 4th. Aquino working against Little John. Leonard gets double teamed, but they're not fouling her. Oops, they're going to go ahead and call a foul. Nope, we're going to call a timeout. Coach Schmaltz will take a 30-second timeout. Lady Cardinals here. 17 and a half seconds left to go with an 8-point lead. Pretty much no way of losing a lead of this much at this point. But the Lady Cardinals do have to finish it out. The Lady Cardinals, unless something goes disastrously wrong here, will be playing tomorrow in the 5:30 championship game against the winner of the Moreland Fargo Gauge Sport Supply game. I'll tell you, it's very likely Fargo Gauge Sport Supply will win that game, setting up a rematch of the 2 teams. They played earlier in the year, and the Cardinals won fairly comfortably. But Fargo Gauge Sport Supply gave them quite a game, especially in the first half. Cardinals start their victory clap. Little John and Aquino up top. It gets into the front court. Jones has it. Barrett all set for a bump shot to finish off the scoring. Mishandles the ball and it goes out of bounds. Little John's got it. 8 seconds left. Cardinals playing loose defense here. They try for a long three and Leonard's got it. That'll be the end of the game. Cardinals finish it off. Tigers make a game of it. Before it's all said and done, though, 8-point win for the Lady Cardinals, 45-37. We'll take a little bit of a break and start the stream for the guys' game in just a moment. We'll watch them enter the court, though. Cardinals playing against Fargo Gauge Sport Supply. That game coming up in a separate stream in just a few minutes.